EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for December 11th, 2019. For your Wednesday, we're starting off with a little bit of snow in our eastern areas this morning. Some snow coming down this morning early. I don't think this is going to last all morning, though. Probably mid to late morning it moves off the coast, and we are done with the snow for today. We'll be cold, though, and temperatures will remain in the 30s for most of our locations, if not all. Today throughout the day, and then mostly clear overnight, very cold tonight. So whatever you've had fall last night, it was a transition from rain to snow. Some of you had some minor accumulations, mainly on non-paved surfaces, and that will be moving off the coast early this morning. And you can see that here on the high-resolution rapid refresh looking at 6 a.m. Then you still have some lingering snow showers back here across parts of southeast PA and northern New Jersey, but a little bit heavier across southern New Jersey as a parting shot before it moves completely out. And again, that's mid to late morning before that does so. And here's looking at 10 a.m. where it's finally leaving the coast. So some of you were in the 60s, middle 60s yesterday in these areas, and you're getting snow this morning, which is pretty amazing. So that will be off pretty quickly, and then after that we will have the clouds decreasing and the sun will come out. And again, we're remaining in the 30s today, 20s or maybe even into the teens in some spots overnight tonight with those mostly clear skies. And then very cold here on Thursday, mostly sunny skies with high pressure in control, and we are going to be remaining very close to freezing, if not very slightly below in our farther north areas. Might get to the middle 30s here about down in the Philadelphia metro, but it's going to be a very cold day. More like a January day rather than a December day. So it'll feel cold. The high pressure is going to be controlled though, so mostly sunny skies. And then it gets cold again Thursday night. And then Friday, we're not quite as cold. We're going to warm up a little bit ahead of this next system, which is going to be affecting us Friday night and Saturday. So I think the majority, if not all of the day here on Friday is dry. And then this precipitation will come in the overnight in the form of rain. And that will come in. There's no wintry side of this whatsoever across our region. We're expecting this to be rain from start to finish, and that's going to go, again, Friday night through the day here on Saturday, and might start to taper off the showers here in the afternoon before this starts to pull up here into New England, and then we'll still remain cloudy, it looks like, for the remainder of Saturday after it stops raining and you get that little bit of a lull. Now, once we get to Saturday night, the system continues to pull off up into far northern New England and intensify as it does so. We're still going to have a trailing piece of energy that's going to move through the region here very late Saturday night and early Sunday morning, so it could be an isolated shower with that. So the day starts off mostly cloudy with the isolated shower chance across the region. And I do think that you see some sun at some point here on Sunday, just not a lot of it. Maybe just a peak or two of sun here later in the day as this system continues to pull away. Temperatures will be very warm on Saturday with the rain in place, so back into the 50s again, and then we're going back down to the 40s here on Sunday, and then partly cloudy here on Monday ahead of the next system. Now this one's interesting. This weekend system here, although it's a rainstorm, this might, if you're looking for snow next week, this system is going to set this up, and it's kind of like a one system sets up the next type of deal. And this is what eventually, once it moves up into Nova Scotia, and we'll get to a different vantage point here. Here's the United States, here's Pennsylvania, here's Florida, just so you can see where we're at here. This is the system that affected us over the weekend, or will affect us over the weekend. And this is going to create what's called a cyclonic wave break here. Not expecting to understand what that means. I don't have enough time in this daily forecast video to go into what that means, but what this is going to do is disrupt the flow a little bit. So once it gets into the North Atlantic here, and this is looking at later here on Tuesday. Now this is getting to late Monday and Tuesday. It's sitting out here. You have a west-based and negative NAO forming here as a result of this system being here. So this system is actually inducing the negative NAO, or the blocking, that would take place to set up the next storm coming in here on Tuesday. And depending on how this sets up is going to determine how much blocking you get, and how much blocking you get will determine where the storm tracks. I know it's a lot there to digest, but it's one thing leads to another. Everything has a downstream effect globally on our local weather. There's things that are going on the opposite side of the globe right now that are going to tell us that the last week of December, or the time period between Christmas and New Year's, that's why we're able to project it should be turning colder during that week are colder than average because of things that are currently going on the opposite side of the globe in Asia. So everything sets up, one thing sets up another. So this system here could set up the negative NAO that is responsible for this system staying a little bit further south and less progressive. And then the European model does this with Monday night and Tuesday. Here we go. It brings this system in here and has a wintry side to it. So there could be like a snow to ice or snow to ice to rain situation for some areas. A little bit too early to tell, and it's because of that wave break. Where does that set up? How does the block set up? Does it keep this a little bit further south so you can get more areas into snow? These are all questions that have to be answered, and we don't know the answers to that yet. But there is a storm signal here for next Monday night and Tuesday. We're going to be monitoring closely throughout the week. A little bit too early to get specifics on that, but we will have answers in the coming days with this system. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for December 11th, 2019. Have a great Wednesday.